Good afternoon. Welcome to The Wayward Widow. This video is going to be all over the place. I'm going to show you some things that I'm using to help me with my anxiety, which is severe, with my panic, which is severe, and with my loss of Sky and how I try to cope and how I try to get by. So this is just willy-nilly. I have not written anything down. I'm just going to kind of take you guys along from room to room, and we'll talk. It is 91 in here. I have this fan going. I was out for 3 hours today, you guys. My old friend came over, and he's 83. God bless him. He came over, he picked me up, and he took me to get spring water, to go to the Dollar Tree so that I could get flashlights and batteries, and to Walmart and to the little corner store. So I'm so appreciative. But I thought, let me show some of the things that I work with. They're little things, might help you, might not help you, that I use to cope being here on my own. So first things, my daily iced coffee. It's just something I do now every single day. And I've had iced coffee for, it seems like years. And it was really funny because I never had an interest in iced coffee until one day we got a coupon. This was years ago. This was more than 14 years ago. But a coupon landed in our mailbox for a free iced coffee at our local Dunkin' Donuts. In the Walmart, we had a Dunkin' Donuts. And so I got an iced coffee and I fell in love and I never looked back. But now I got a text. Now I make it at home. I'm sorry. I'm still on. I got a text. I make it at home with my Mr. Coffee. I buy my coffee mate. I make it at home, and I've saved hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. We have an incredible amount of humidity, as you can tell by looking at my glass. It is so humid. I have my water. Okay. Now I've got wet hands. Let me put my glasses on and let's just do a little rundown of, and please excuse the glare. I can't do too much about that. But let me show you some of the things that I do. I don't think I need the tripod right this second, but here's some little things. One thing, this is a little silly, but I keep a hairbrush and I keep wet wipes on my stand next to my bed. So when I wake up in the morning, I wash my face off, I brush my hair. It just makes me feel a little bit better. I have my coconut butter lotion for my legs. I do my legs in the morning and in the evening. And I have my lavender water spray. I spray my bedding. I spray my pajamas. And I have my CVS knockoff brand Healthy Hands, and I use this twice a day. Again, it's just a little something. It's just a little way to pamper myself. I have my light, which runs by battery here, and every so often I'll turn it on. Probably not as often as I should, but I'll turn it on and leave it on for a little bit, and it just kind of helps, I did go to the Dollar Tree today, and I picked up 2 flashlights like this, and I got some batteries. Now, of course, these are Dollar Tree flashlights, but I didn't have any flashlights here at all except my phone. And they take 3C batteries. So I just grabbed a pack of the super heavy duty batteries just so that I have something. And actually, my friend who drove me around bought this for me. So I was so appreciative. I keep a journal. It's actually my catch-all book. All my appointments, my lists, my to-do go in here. And it just helps me to feel more organized and more with it. I have a piece of hair blowing blowing in the wind. It feels like a Donovan song. And if you're my age, you know Donovan. So I write down everything, my appointments, my to-do list, my grocery store run things, what things I'm waiting for in the mail, all that kind of stuff goes in this. It just makes me feel better. And then I always keep one book on my bed to read. Right now it's Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. Sky and I read that together out loud to each other, and it's just a wonderful thing. So his iPad I keep next to me, and I use it to do the Scottish Gaelic every day, and I like that, and that's very helpful. So I have my my meditation mat that I put down here on the floor like that, and I sit and do meditation, and that is very helpful to me. Bath and Body Works Japanese Cherry Blossom. This is a body spray. I use this 2 or 3 or 4 times a day. Body spray doesn't stay very long, but I use it multiple times a day. Even early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll spray. When I wake up and I'm ready to start the day, I'll spray myself with a little body spray just to feel fresh, you know. I got a double pack of this from Amazon. This is what I have left, so it'll be time for me to order more of these scents. And I'm actually going to get musk, and I'm going to get vanilla, because Sky had a smell aversion. He would get headaches, but Sky's not here anymore, so I can get whatever scent I like because it's not going to bother him, you know. I have my Marcus Aurelius Meditations book that I'll glance through once a day and pick out something that it was said that he said. And I have my Bible that I'll open it up and I'll read a verse. Again, these are little things that I do, 1-minute things, 2-minute things that I do just to make myself feel a little bit better. I have a candle. I'll light the candle, not every day, but every couple days. I'll light it in the evening, let it burn for about an hour, and then I'll blow it out. But it just, you know, creates like a nice little ambiance. You know what I mean? Let me bring my coffee. And then, of course, my little friend here, Zen Rain Rivers. I changed her outfit this morning. So she's got the purple elephant on, and she's got her sidekick Venus with her. So we like that. I'm going to come over here into the spare bedroom, which no one is using yet. My son is in the hospital at the surgery center, and he got his shot in his abdomen last night. He'll get one every 4 months. Let's see how tall I need to make this. Hang on a second here. I'm just adjusting you on the tripod. He will get one every 4 months to hopefully slow down his Sjogren's disease. And so that's where he is. And he will be in, I'm just fixing the tripod. He will be in there for 72 hours while they monitor him. And then I'm not sure if he's coming here or what the deal is next. Okay, that's good enough. That'll work. So I'm going to take you with me on a little tour. Get my drippy coffee and come on with me and I'll show you a few things. I had mentioned, so you're going to be kind of jolted all over the place, so just bear with me. This is not going to be perfect. You're going to say, poet, when is it ever? Okay. So you can see here, and you can, right there, that is Sky's clothing. What's left? All this. His suit, which I will never get rid of. His dress pants, 2 pair of dress pants, and his shirts. And then I have his robe and I have all kinds of little, his eyeglasses and things. And up top there is pictures of him, his family, all that. That will stay with me. So let's come over here and fit you through. Again, we are not going to be perfect. This is not going to be perfect because I'm carrying you and my coffee on the tripod. Oh, that's so yellow. Okay, so for in the bathroom, a couple of things I do is I do the castor oil in the morning with cotton balls. Take some cotton balls, a little bit of castor oil, and I put it in my neck here. And I am just about 65. So for the past maybe 3 months or so, give or take, I just put a little bit of castor oil here. And it's supposed to absorb and help. I think it's helped a little bit. I also use this pure soap, these bars of pure soap on my face. It's the only thing I use on my face, and you can get them at any organic store, and I do believe stores like Walmart and Target are also carrying them now. So you don't have to go to an organic store. This is the one I'm working on now, and that's how skinny it is. But I have not had breakouts since I started using that kind of soap many years ago. Let's see if we can get you through here. And okay, so I have some fans going, so it's going to be a little bit noisy. So when we get to the living room, something like this, which is my puzzle. I'm working on the turtle puzzle, and you can see what I got put together so far. It's tricky. It's a very tricky puzzle, but I'll keep fooling with it and fooling with it and fooling with it, and I will eventually get it, you know. But it's very hot out here. It's 91 degrees in this room. I also have gem art. Let me see if I can get this one out of the package. This will be, sorry, I'm so rude. This will be the next gem art I do. Look how pretty that is. I will walk by faith even when I cannot see. So this was a gift. And this will be my next gem art. I'm so excited to do this. So I have a few gem arts, and I have my coloring book in the same drawer. So I have the puzzle, I have the gem art, I have the coloring book. And those things help me. Little things like in the evening, I make sure I plug in my night light. Simple thing, but it gives me a little extra security. If I need to come in the kitchen and through the living room, I have my night light here, a night light in the bathroom, and a night light in my bedroom. And I go around and I make sure everything's plugged in the evening. And then, whenever I can, flowers. These were given to me. Somebody picked them they were growing along the side of the road. And just something very simple. Just to make me feel a little bit better. And then I take my whiteboards and I write little messages. Life is beautiful, live it 100%. You know, things like that. I'll come out. Once it gets dark earlier, which it will before we know it, I'll be able to use the lantern part more. But I always keep Sky's picture of the river that he grew up along in Chattanooga, in the lantern that was gifted to me by Stacy. And I keep that here on the shelf. And then of course all of Sky's books that I talk about all the time that will stay with me are always something that make me happy and make me remember him, keep him in my memory. And my cards. that I share with you guys every single day. So speaking of, while I'm here, why not? Be where you are. You know, we did that one. We did that one yesterday. I know that because it was the Buddha. Well, now we did that one. Hold on. I know I'm going from the wrong pile. One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. It's true. What morning routine can you instill to nourish your mind before you start your day? So find that one routine. I know I'm all over the place, but I don't have you quite high enough, so I'm trying to. So one positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. So when I come out here into the living room, this is where my biggest memories are of Sky. Of course, right over here where the TV is, his hospital bed was there. The TV was not there, but that's where he passed away, in that hospital bed right there. And so a very deep memory for me. But I have the altar is always a place of comfort for me that, you know, I love to go to. And the kitchen is going to be dark, but we can, for a second, we'll put that on. One thing for me that's a big help is decaf green tea. I get this at the local store, and it's like I think it's $4 now, or $4.29 a box, and there's 72 tea bags in here. They're the round ones, and I use my cat cup, and I make a cup of green tea in the morning. Sometimes I make one in the evening if I just feel like I need, you know, that little bit more relaxation. But I use always, no matter what time I have my tea, I use my cat cup that Yaz gave me, because it just, you know, it just helps me to remember, you know, who my people are, and you know, the caring and the friendship. So that's always a big thing for me. Drinking a lot of water. Water is a big thing. I keep down here below where you can't see, I have 2, 4, 6, 7 gallons of water. 1 gallon in my refrigerator that I always keep cold. So I have 7 of these out on the floor, and then I rotate them, and I always have 1 cold in the fridge. So, you know, remember your hydration. I keep a couple of Sky's notes up on the fridge that just help me remember him, as though I would ever forget him, but you know, nonetheless, it's always a help. Let me bring you in here a second, and I'm gonna turn you here like this. Okay. I have his hoodies. This one he wore all the time. He wore this when he was in the house if he was chilly. See how thin it is? Like, he lived in this. He just lived in this. He put the hood up, and this is just my, sometimes I wear this when it's cool out. And this one would be his second pick. It's heavier, but again, it's the same style. It's just who he was. It's what made him feel comfortable. This basket I got at the Dollar Tree, and when he was in the wheelchair and we would go to Walmart, I would push him, and we need to get groceries, but I need to push him, and it's just him and I. What are we going to do? So I picked up this little bucket, and I wrote personal use on it to let the store know this was ours, and he would hold it on his lap. Didn't bother him one bit. And I would put groceries in here, and I would also take 2 heavy plastic bags, like usually Aldi bags, or, you know, like one of the heavy bags you can get from Five Below, and I would put one on each handle of the wheelchair, and I would put my groceries into those bags, and everybody who worked at the store knew that that's what I did. And when I got up to the self-checkout, I emptied out the bags in the basket, and then I put the stuff right back into the bags after I had, rebagged it with a Walmart bag. So something like this is handy if you need to go into a store with someone that you're pushing in a wheelchair, right? And you want to pick up a few items. Something like this works. So I also want to show this. This is the draw sheet that I had bought to use with Sky. I got it from Amazon. It's heavy duty. I think it cost me about $40. It has 6 straps on it, and I just loved this. I would tuck it underneath him, and I would be able to pull him up, turn him, prop him, the whole 9 yards. And the company is, it's Z, looks like ZHEEYI, this side up. And then it has the bands on the back. As you can see, all of the straps go down. There's 2 straps on each side. And then there's 2 straps at the top and 2 straps at the bottom. And I would help him to turn. He would hold the railing of the hospital bed, and I would tuck this under him. I would roll him the other way, and then I would pull this through, and then I would use it to pull him up in bed. I would stand behind him and pull him up in bed. And this cleans so well, and it's so strong, it's so durable, that if you need a really good draw sheet, I would definitely recommend this one. Wanted to see if it gave like dimensions or anything, but I'm not seeing anything like that. Mega plastic bags here, for sure. Mega plastic bags, but I use them for a million things. They get recycled and recycled and recycled. I still have Sky's wheelchair. Now this is a transport wheelchair, so it's a smaller, lightweight one that I'm able to pick up. And I use this for, taking him down around the lake or taking him into Walmart when I was still able to get him out of the apartment. So Walmart has these for like $129. If you're looking for a wheelchair that's lightweight, that, somebody can pick up and easily put in the car. I'm not gonna pull it all the way out, but I have another walker back here. It's the walker with the seat and the basket on it. That I got from Amazon, and that was a little over $200. He had a hard time with that. He wasn't able to kind of keep up with how fast it moved because he was just struggling with keeping up. And I have his walker yet. Now, right now I have the little pads on, but I also have the wheels. The wheels are in here too. And we did both to see what worked better for him. And we would have to switch off and on depending on how well he was doing or not. So there are the 3 pieces of equipment that I've held on to and will continue to hold on to in case of, someone else needs something like that. So I'm gonna grab my coffee. I'm going to walk myself out of this furnace, and I really apologize for the and then of course his little spring and summer altar that I made for him is always a little bit of a comfort for me. So I'm gonna walk you through without knocking you all over. I'm not a professional, you guys know that. But this is the coolest room right now. Let's see here. Coffee down. And fan over. Let me drop you down a little bit so I can see you. I hope everybody's okay enough. I never want to just assume that you're okay, because I don't even know what okay means, really. And so I just hope that you're okay enough and that you're managing. Let me just hook in here and we'll see if that will work. There we go. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay enough and that you're managing. I am very happy that I have a couple little flashlights. Now, I understand they're Dollar Tree flashlights and they may or may not work. Hopefully they'll work for what I need them for. I'm gonna keep the batteries real handy, not necessarily keep them in, but make sure I know what I'm doing should I need them. And I'm doing well today. I'm doing very well today. It was good to get out, even though it was very hot. Definitely good to get out. It's gone on 4 o'clock already. The day has just flown by. I've been awake since 4 a.m. And I actually have something pretty exciting that's about to happen for me on Monday. And we'll see how that goes, and then I'll see whether or not I want to share it, but it definitely is going to be a positive in my life, that I know, and it involves one of my kids, so super, super, super excited about that. And yeah, so I just thought maybe just showing a few of the things that like bring me a little bit of joy. And then there's also my phone, my playlist. I played some music this morning for the first time in a while, and Dancing in the Moonlight by, I think it's King Harvest. Is that who it is? I played that like twice. I just love that song. And come on, I need the air. So let me just show you guys what some of the things that I work with to try and get through this. I'm told, and I've read and I've heard, that year number 2 in the grieving process is harder than year number 1. I'm in my 5th month, so I feel like, well, okay, another month, I've got half a year done. I think about him pretty much all the time, you know, like what we did and what he's missing, things I'd like to tell him, you know, things I'd like to share with him, and recognizing that's not going to happen. But I am hearing that year number 2 is harder. So I'm stuck in this really weird 4th month, 5th month thing. Got the 4th month done, well into month 5. And I know before we know it, I will have a half a year in. And Sky never cared about time. Time was so unimportant to him. He never wore a watch, ever. He would not wear a watch. When I asked him about, you know, would you like a watch? Like if it was a holiday, a birthday? No, time is a concept. Time is a concept, he would say. There's no such thing as time, poet. We just are. He would say, we have right now. What time is right now? It's right now. So I don't know what next year is going to feel like. I'm thinking I have my birthday, his birthday. Mine's August, his is October. I've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And we didn't do a whole lot for any of those holidays. Like, we really didn't. I didn't decorate the house. I changed the little ornament or the little wooden thing on the door. And that was about the extent of our decorations here. And we did have a Thanksgiving morning tradition where I would make cinnamon rolls, Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. Every Thanksgiving, we did that for 4 years. And yeah, I don't know if I will do that this year. And then we would watch some of the Thanksgiving Day parade, you know, a little bit of the parade. But Christmas would come and go. We might turn the television on and try and catch a little bit of one of the old classics, you know. But getting through that, getting into 2025, coming up on Valentine's Day, which was the last holiday I had with him, and then his death anniversary on the 27th. That day, you know, recognizing when that day comes, what it will feel like to know that I've gone through 365 days without him, and I've survived them. And he always would tell me was the strongest woman he ever met. And so I try to continue to be just that. But I miss him. Goodness, I miss him. And I have a real sweet person that has come into my life, and she's teaching me prayer, how to pray, because I'm not great at, like, I need to learn, you know, explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. And she did, you know, and so I've been talking to God and asking him things and telling him what I need in my life and asking him to show me the direction and the path. And so I'm okay. I'm okay. And I enjoyed showing you guys the few things that bring me a little bit of solace to losing somebody that was very important in my life in the quirkiest of ways. He was. And I'm still getting used to saying was, and I'm still getting used to saying me instead of us. Our terminology changes when we are the one left behind. But I know he's okay, and I know he's in a good place, and I know he's happy, and he's pain-free. And that's the big thing, is that he was in a lot of physical pain here on this earth, and it caused him a lot of emotional pain to try and figure out what was going on with him. And it made for long days and long nights for both of us. So I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot about love, a lot about caring and sharing and communication. So I'm grateful that I had the time with him. I'm grateful that he picked me to share 13 years and 5 months. That's pretty cool, because he could have picked anybody maybe, but he picked me, and he came to Pennsylvania to be with me. He left Chattanooga and he came to this cold state of Pennsylvania, and the first year that he arrived we had an ice storm, and he said, "Is it always like this?" And I said, "No, actually we don't get that many ice storms anymore." And then each year that he was here, it got a little warmer and less snow, less snow, less snow, until we got to a point of basically almost no snow in Pennsylvania the last 3 winters where I'm located. So I'm getting by, and I just wanted to share and tell you thank you for choosing me. Take care.